Good morning. You're probably all wondering why I'm here on a YouTube video instead of there, speaking before you. Well, I messed up my mental schedule and didn't realize that this senior stage was scheduled to be at the exact same time as the robotics competition, and they needed my physical presence more there. So I'm there right now. My first piece of advice, therefore, is write things down. As I was thinking of what to say to you all for my senior stage, I kept thinking of things that I had learned during high school that could be useful to you, but I couldn't pinpoint one singular, most important thing to give an entire speech on. Then I remembered sophomore year, when my class officers played a song by Boz Lerman in a class meeting called Always Wear Sunscreen. In it, he gave little bits of advice, and just enough of an explanation to make them worthwhile. I'm going to try to do something like that, and please forgive me if I fail really hard. As I continued to think of things that I've learned, I kept thinking of quotes that defined my worldview as I went. So there's a little quote to lead into each one. First, from The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to change. It's not. If you feel strongly about something, do something about it. If you care, somebody else probably does too. It's all a matter of finding them. Even if you chase windmills for years, it will still be worth it when you find the other person trying to do the same thing. When you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. Don't be afraid to try new things. They're just as scary as they seem, but they get to be less so gradually over time if you try them. If you don't try, they stay scary. When you try it, you might do awfully. If you fail, stop and laugh, and then try again. You might also surprise everybody by doing amazingly well. If you do, smile and go, wow, and then do it again anyways. What is popular is not always right, and what is right is not always popular. I know. Classroom poster quote. And everybody hates those, but it's so true. What's right for you is different from what's right for me. Find people with similar interests who will help you do what's right and what's right for you. If starting a debate on some obscure philosophical topic that will gather such a huge crowd in the front hallway of the library that Ms. Williams has to threaten to kick all of you out if you don't stop blocking the doorways is your thing, find somebody to argue against. It's even more exciting if they have the opposing view. If you love going shopping, so does somebody else. If you think the concept of smoking at any age is revolting, find a friend who agrees, or find a friend who doesn't, and convince them of your view. Don't give up your principles for anyone else. You don't know what you've got till it's gone. Even if you're not looking for a big yellow taxi, you're only here for a little while. Freshmen, enjoy being freshmen. As weird as it sounds, being a freshman is awesome. Everything still has this pretty, shiny newness that will fade soon, and you'll never be able to get that back. Once everything becomes a routine, then you can look forward to being a senior. Right now, have fun! Oh, and watch the mud on the quad when the snow melts, especially if you're heading from Rhoda Hillman or vice versa. You don't get there any sooner if you have to stop to dig your shoe out of the mud. And it gets gross. Of he to whom much has been given, much is expected. Shady side is hard. If you try, you can do it. You're here for a reason. Finally, because I don't want this to take too long, a few shorter blips with no quotes. Talk to teachers outside of class. It's amazing how much you'll learn. Make friends with the weird kids in the corner, the back of the library, or next to you in your classes, no matter what sorts of things you've heard about them. They might turn out to be the best friends you've ever had. Pick friends who will stand beside you no matter what, and who love you for you. If they want to change who you are, they're not worth it. Nobody is. Finally, don't care what other people think. Try not to be mean, but if you feel like getting up here on stage and yelling, "Happy Monday morning, everybody!" you should go for it. It'll make somebody laugh who would have otherwise had a bad day, and it's worth it for that. Have a nice weekend. Thank you.